What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to another recap. Very small loss on NQ this morning. Lost around 630 or 650 or somewhere around there dollars this morning, taking this bottom tick entry. But it is all good, ladies and gentlemen, because we never take losses. We only gather more data. We only learn. And we're still up 19K in the month of February in total. So it is a small blip in the overall trading process. Now, what we're going to do is go through and rewind price. That way we can break down exactly what we were looking at, learn from this loss, as well as build new insights for our journal. So, what was going on going into NYSE Open? Well, we had data high up here. We had also left a bearish candle. We were still respecting the top side of that new day opening gap. But overall, we also had two 15-minute fair value gaps. So at open, we had this 15-minute fair value gap down here on the bullish side. We also had this other gap over here. And then we also had data high up here, data low down there. Now, what I was initially thinking is that we may come up here into some of these higher time frame levels. As you can see, we had a daily order block, new week opening gap, weekly order block. So I was thinking we may be able to top tick from either this 15-minute order block or this 15-minute order block mean threshold. I actually ended up putting an order up at this daily order block right here. However, price never ended up reaching up into that level. Now, the second idea I was looking at, and if we did not have this higher time frame level right above the data high, I would have been looking to take a short here with like a 15 to 20 point stop just to leave some extra space. And that is the move that ended up playing out. But the only reason why I didn't take it is because we had the higher time frame levels above here. So there was already drawn liquidity. And you can see it did still respect the stop loss. So this would have been a really good entry to take here, especially because we went all the way down to data low. However, it just did not form in the way that I typically like to see it. And I always have to get at least a double sweep of a higher time frame level if it is above there. So if there is a higher time frame level above data high, I need it to get swept before an entry. If there's no level, like if it was just like this, then at that point I would have saw this as a valid level. But because we were so close in proximity, I would have at least needed to have one of those going on. Nonetheless, we ended up going down to hunt data low. As we were working our way through down to data low, we also closed a 4-hour order block. So not quite yet, but we also closed a 4-hour order block. So we left that 4-hour order block with this candle. I would have preferred to see a bit stronger of a candle because of how bullish we were earlier in this candle. But nonetheless, we still had a change in the state of delivery, still left an order block as well as an order block mean threshold. Of course, I took the mean threshold of that order block. And you can see that also lines up with that data low. So that was the reason behind this entry. We had both data low down here, and we also had 4-hour order block mean threshold. So this green line right here is order block mean threshold on the 4-hour. And then you could also see we got data low right there. So I left a 15-point stop. Initially, I had the order down here at this order block. But after we formed that 4-hour, I moved it to the 4-hour because it was a double level at that point. And then you can see what happens here. So we go down into that level, we work our way down, and then ultimately we get stopped out very quickly. So good thing about this model is you're either right really fast or wrong really fast. In today's case, we were just very underlying bearish in terms of our trend. So no matter what bullish levels were layered, we were still going down. Now, the only refinement I would have said on this one was whenever we're taking it off data low, we should probably have a 20-point stop. Because at least then when this candle displaced a little bit, I could have moved stop under this low right here. I could have braked even when it pulled back. So there was opportunity to refine this a little bit more. But that was the trade for today, guys. After that, I was considering this level after, but we were so trending that I just did not want to risk it. And that was the right decision because you could see we just go right through those levels as well. And we don't find respect until the daily order block. And that was also an older daily order block. So it's not even really, you know, that crazy of a level. But we ended up delivering from there nonetheless. So hopefully you enjoyed this breakdown. All of us in the chat this morning also did not chase after we took that entry. So we were building profitable habits, building discipline one day at a time. And we are also keeping our losses 7 to 20 times smaller than our wins. So hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to learn this exact strategy that I use to trade, go ahead and click this video. If you want my free strategy broken down into a PDF form, click the link in the description as well. I have a free breakdown of my entire system. Other than that, take care, guys. Be blessed and have a great rest of your day.